Guess who back? Guess who's back? It's me. It's me. I swear to God. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos that I uploaded last night. There was quite a few. I still have some more that I have to go through and edit and do all that other fun stuff with. But I told you guys I actually was recording. I just wasn't in the mood. So this morning we're going to do a story time. I have an appointment coming up, and I will also have a post office video coming up today as well. I have an appointment today, and we're just going to touch a little bit on Mr. Chicken Wing because I have not discussed everything that's going on with him. I know I posted the video with his test results, meaning his gender, as well as he has some positive markers for Down syndrome. So let's go. The purpose of this video is to help other parents out there. I'm almost for certain I'm not the only person that is going through this or, has experienced this. And, if I can help other people, that's great. So that's the whole purpose of these YouTube videos, whether it's from the post office or whether it's about Kyra's diabetes or now if it's about chicken wing. So that appointment, of course, we seen the ultrasound, whatever, and the doctor just set us up with he was just firing. So he has positive markers for Down syndrome. He has a thick nuclear fold in the back of his neck that was as of 15 weeks. We haven't heard anything else about that. That part. He had some fluid on his brain. He also has a heart defect, which is a arterial canal valve defect. I may not be saying that right, but it's ACV, I want to say. So those are the things that he has going on right now. We found all these things out of maybe 15 weeks. So we had an option to get an amniocentesis, CVS. Of course, with an amniocentesis, they're sticking a needle inside of your belly to test the fluid to see if he's actually positive for Down syndrome. I decided not to do that. Just for my own personal reasons, I just didn't see the purpose of, getting it done. So, wow, it just feels so weird to talk about it. But, anyway, I'm not going to cry in this video. Anyway, we had to set up appointments with Nemours, which is DuPont's Children's Hospital, which is in Wilmington, Delaware, just to get everything situated. So our first appointment was maybe at 18 weeks. We had to get an MRI, meaning I had to go through an MRI tunnel, and they would take images of him. That was maybe like an hour or so. I didn't get a chance to, record anything. I do have a picture of the lovely outfit they did have me put on. After that, we had to get an echocardiogram, which is, of course, a standard echocardiogram, except for it's just for him. It's not for me. And it's through the ultrasound. It's a detailed ultrasound of his heart. So pretty much we had to be in Delaware at 7. We didn't leave Delaware until maybe like 5. So it was an all-day ordeal. I was really, really tired after that. Jesus Christ. Sorry. So, let's see. After that, I went back to work. Maybe 24 hours later, we got the phone call that, first of all, I'm sorry, before we left the hospital, after his echo, the cardiologist and everyone came and talked to us and told us, what was going on. He has this defect where he has all 4 of his chambers of his heart, but he doesn't have that one valve. So they will have to do open heart surgery on him. It won't be as soon as he's born, but it'll be within 3 to 6 months of him being born. So that took a lot out. That took a lot of wind out of me, hearing that one conversation, because when you think about open heart surgery, the things that have to happen in order for this stuff to work, and how essentially everything works. So, or if you don't, essentially they have to, stop your heart, to do the things that they need to do and put you on a bypass machine. That that part right there really, took me for a loop, because again, it's a baby, and I couldn't wrap my mind around it. And I'm still working on it to this day. So again, sometimes it's okay to talk about, and sometimes it's not okay to talk about with me. I still am trying to, get my mind together with it. Okay, so they told us that. We went home. We said, thought about some things, whatever. I went to work the next day. Got to work. I got a phone call. This time it was from the MRI team saying that he has fluid on his brain. It could be hydrocephalus, which they would have to put a shunt in his brain. Well, a shunt to drain out the fluid, not a shunt in his brain, but a shunt to drain the fluid. Or it could be something called Dandy-Walker syndrome or Dandy-Walker variant. I've never heard of neither one of these things, so it was just all new to me. And I'm just like, okay. So mind you, I'm at work. And mind you, I just got the news that my son has to have open heart surgery the day before. So my brain was all over the place. And, the first thing the doctors are saying is just like, you got options and, blah, blah, we can terminate the pregnancy. And I mean, at this point, like I said, I'm 18 weeks pregnant. This baby has a heartbeat. I've seen this baby's heartbeat on numerous occasions, because Chicken Wing likes to show out when he goes to doctor's appointments when he was smaller. He likes to show out. So I've seen him a lot. So I can't fathom the idea of getting rid of my son just because he has some medical issues. Okay. And this was a constant battle that I had to have with the doctors for a great deal of my appointments. I have one prenatal doctor. She's a nurse practitioner, Melissa. She's awesome. I love her to pieces. She never questions my judgment. She accepts my opinions. She accepts what I'm willing to accept. While as the rest of my doctors is, well, you got options, or we just don't care because, the baby is this, that, and the third. But, my personal reasons for keeping my son is that my mother, God rest her soul, was born with epidermal bullosa bullosa, which is it's a skin condition. It's really, really rare. It's really rare. Not too many people have it. It's almost, it gives you, I hate to say it that way, it's almost as if you have vitiligo and like your skin looks burnt and your skin blisters a lot. And this was all throughout her body. This is everywhere in her body. Her parents gave her away because, they just didn't want to deal with it. And my mom, she went through a lot. Whereas though they felt as though she would not live past 5, nor would she have kids. I'm here. My mom was here. She was here for a long, long time. She died of other complications, unfortunately. We'll have a story time about that another time. But that was something that sat in the back of my mind. Somebody did that to my mother. I can't do that to something that's mine. This is my son, regardless of whatever the hell is wrong with him. Whether he's blind, crippled, crooked, not retarded, I hate that word. Mentally challenged, whatever the case may be. This is what the Lord saw fit to give me. So whatever his ailments is, obviously he was put here in my life and in my family's life for a reason. And I'm not going to be the person to guess why and, be upset. I'm not knocking any parent that, decides to terminate their pregnancy when they have all these things that come their way. But unfortunately for me, I believe in the higher power. Like, doctors are doctors, that's great. But at the end of the day, it's not my choice. It's not their choice. It's whatever the Lord sees fit for him to be. Whatever it is, good, bad, or indifferent, we going to take it and we going to deal with it. So now we are 7 months, 29 weeks. I'm about to say 28 weeks, Jesus Christ. 29 weeks. So we have to go get MRIs. I'm sorry, not MRIs. I'm sorry, Jesus Christ. We have to get echocardiograms every 4 weeks. And we've been doing this since 18 weeks. And I feel as though him going to Nemours in Delaware is the best option, because it seems like it's the best hospital for whatever his situations may be when he comes out. So he gets those every 4 weeks. He gets ultrasounds every 3 weeks. And this is with a high-risk doctor that he sees for his ultrasounds. And then, you know, he just goes to his regular prenatal appointments now, since we're getting closer and closer to my due date. They're every 2 weeks now, but he sees the doctor. So he sees a lot of doctors. So I get a lot of ultrasound pictures of him, which is awesome. I love it because I get to see him in every aspect of what's going on. So far, his heart seems to be going well. We'll find out today. I'll see if I can record some of it while we're there, because I don't think they have such a strict policy as my regular ultrasound office is of recording. So we'll try to record as much as we can while I'm there. As you can see, I'm not dressed yet, but I wanted to come on just to give you guys a little backstory on him, so that way you guys are not like surprised or trying to figure out what's going on, you know. But those are the things that's going on with him right now. He's growing really well. Last ultrasound, he was like 1.5 pounds. So he's doing what he needs to do in there, and I'm doing what I need to do out here. I know I should stop smoking cigarettes, but we have so much stress, like this going on with him, you know, trying to make sure you have all your affairs in order before you actually have to not be at work. So it's a lot of things that, you know, constantly run through my mind on a day-to-day basis. And of course you got Kyer, and he's getting older, and, you know, he's a diabetic. So it's like, you know, you have a lot of other things, and then you have the other boys that have their regular issues that, you know, just happen. So that's someone calling me. That's my girlfriend calling me. I'm gonna have to call her big. Oh, sorry, y'all. But I will be back. I'll be back with the video once I get to the doctors, and we'll figure out what's the next step. Until then, I will talk to you guys later on, and maybe on the car ride to Delaware. I will have this post office video because I'm getting a lot of DMs about a lot of questions. So I will talk about that later. I will see you guys later. Bye. All right, as you can see, all we do is check his heart. And this is a normal 4-week process that we have to do every 4 weeks. So hopefully the next one we won't have to be here. I'll be in labor, fingers crossed. I know it's really early, don't judge me, people. But this is what we do. They just check, and as you can see, we can see his defect. And I can't tell you all the medical terms because I have no clue. But we're just checking to make sure blood is flowing in all the little spots. And then I'll bring you guys over to where we have our lovely conversations. So my hands hurt now, so guys. Alright, so we're done with our prenatal appointment, well, our echocardiogram. There's no regurgitation anymore. He did have regurgitation, but he doesn't anymore, thank God. So that's a good thing. I will be back there in 6 weeks. My baby's head is measuring at 30 weeks, and he's only 29 and some change, but whatever. So I'm really happy about that. So we're still safe to deliver at my hospital, opposed to coming all the way to Delaware to have him as of right now. So that's a good thing. So now it's time to be in mommy mode because we're actually on our way to a football game for the older two. So hopefully I'll get there in time. So thank you guys for all the prayers that I've been getting through Facebook and Instagram. I appreciate it. And just stay tuned. I will try to record excuse me, tomorrow at his ultrasound appointment, his regular ultrasound appointment. And that's that. So I probably won't post this video until tomorrow, until after we're done that appointment. So thanks guys.